Hello there, this is Vic Benedict. We're on the Deathstroke boss fight, and this is a heavy QTE type of, kind of a hybrid boss fight. I don't like it, but I'm not going to complain about it because I know people will probably need help on this section. It took me quite a while to beat this guy. He's got several phases, but this first phase, you're just punching him, and if you want to do the quick fire backlaw, it's a really good tool to take this guy out very safely. So you press the L2 plus triangle button to do that. And a lot of these counters I don't get. I think on this take I actually get them, but one of the things, if you're going in for a punch, just like in combat, sometimes you're going in to strike him and then it's too late to get out of that animation and then he'll just tag you. This right here, he throws the blinding salt at you or whatever he does, and it's going to bash at you. Just tap the counter button and then tap the score button after this. And this is a hard fight. Well, I mean, it probably is hard for some and easy for others, but it's hard for people that aren't really good at QuickTime events like myself. So this phase here, that was a perfect example of what I was talking about as far as me hitting and then not having a chance to cancel out. But the quickfire backlaw, it's just so good on this guy because you could do that, clothesline him, and then as he's getting to his feet, kick him right down again. So there is one point where he throws some of these propane tanks at you, and I failed it in this take, but I succeeded in a lot of other takes where I ended up dying in the fight. So what I did was I just put that clip of me completing the QuickTime event, just because if I have a failure on here, it's not going to help anybody. So it should be coming over here pretty soon, and I tried to put it in as seamlessly as I could. But these QuickTime events are pretty hard, the counter that is. Especially when he does his sword, because it won't tell you when to counterattack. A lot of the times I was failing because I was pressing the counterattack too soon. So if you are pressing it too soon, just wait half a millisecond, and then actually press it. So once Batman hits the staff and breaks it in two, he's going to use a sword. So unless you're really confident that you can do these QuickTime events and counter his 3 attacks with his blade, I would just use the quickfire backlaw. Just drag him to you, clothesline him, and just beat the hell out of him. Because this is a trashy fight. I don't like this fight whatsoever. And there is no checkpoints either, so that's another difficult thing. So here's the scene. What you have to do is tap the triangle button very quickly. Right now, just press the triangle, and then do this quickfire backlaw again to throw the propane tank back at him. It doesn't deal too much damage, but at least it spares you from getting damaged, that's for sure. The cape stun doesn't work on this guy. Firing the quickfire backlaw at him too many times, he'll get wise to it, kind of how Mr. Freeze got wise to all of your attacks in the previous game. So he does learn from your attacks. But if too much time goes by, you can start resuming the quickfire backlaw. It's not like you can't do it anymore, but I would definitely reserve it for this phase of the fight. So he's got 3 attacks that you have to counterattack, and in all honesty, I could not see any verifiable signposting on this guy, and it was really difficult for me. So anyway, so this is another phase where we're just mashing buttons here, and the more of these phases you get, the more chances you'll have of really succeeding, and this will mark the end of the fight. So it's a tough fight, I got to admit, but it's more than that, it's just trashy.